So friends, once Donald Trump is indicted, and he will be indicted, how is he likely to react? I'm going to go out on a limb and say, not well. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, recently I was talking with my friend Dean Obeidallah on his podcast, and Dean asked me how I thought Donald Trump would react or respond, how he would proceed once he was indicted. And friends, he will be indicted. Probably first in Georgia by District Attorney Fani Willis, then by Special Counsel Jack Smith with a federal indictment, then maybe in New York, maybe not. We'll see. But Donald Trump will be indicted. How will he react once he's indicted? How will he choose to proceed? Well, in answering Dean's question, I tried to draw from my 30 years of dealing with witnesses, victims, and sort of most relevantly, defendants. And this probably won't surprise you, but a lot of the defendants that I prosecuted during my 30 years as a prosecutor were narcissists. Donald Trump is a narcissist, and frankly, that's probably the nicest thing you can say about him. So how do people like Donald Trump react once they are criminally indicted and facing the very real possibility of conviction and imprisonment? Well, here is what Dean and I discussed. You know, I firmly believe that former President Donald Trump will throw his own family members under the bus if he's hit with an indictment. We've seen that Trump has typically burned everyone who comes within arm's reach of him. That's true of his cabinet officials when he was president. It's true of his lawyers, some of whom are in the process of being disbarred and potentially prosecuted. And it's difficult to understand why people would compromise themselves for Trump, but there is a beauty to all this. Once Donald Trump gets indicted, and as I say, he will be indicted, he will throw every single person under the bus, including his own family members, if it will reduce his prison term by just 1 day or 1 hour. Friends, that's what narcissists do. And in case you need any more proof that Donald Trump is preparing to throw everybody under the bus, here is his recent post on his third-rate social media platform that reinforces the belief or the conclusion that, oh, he's going to throw everybody under the bus. Here's what Donald Trump posted. In writer Selena Zito's fake news puff piece about DeSantis, which supposedly appeared in the dying New York Post, a New York tabloid paper that sang Donald Trump's praises for a very long time, victim number one under the bus, which is way down in readership, just like Fox News is way down in ratings. There goes another organization under the bus, Fox News, that, as we all know, propped up Donald Trump, sang Donald Trump's praises. Indeed, we recently learned that some of the hosts of the Fox network were knowingly lying about the election being rigged. Well, Fox News is under the bus. Why she, the author of the article about DeSantis, why she doesn't mention that he, DeSantis, wants to cut Social Security and Medicare and loves losers like Jeb Bush, Paul Ryan, Karl Rove, and is getting clobbered in the polls by me. DeSantis is a rhino who is trying to hide his past. I don't read the New York Post anymore. It has become fake news, just like Fox and the Wall Street Journal. And there's organization number 3 that seems to have propped up and stood by Donald Trump for a very long time under the bus, all of them. Because, friends, that's what narcissists do. They sacrifice everybody else to save themselves, even if it's only to save themselves 1 year in prison, 1 day in prison, 1 hour in prison, or maybe just for spite, because they deserve to be thrown under the bus. They deserve to be sacrificed by Donald Trump. So once Donald Trump is indicted, he will give up everybody to try to save himself. It's what narcissists do. And every single person on whom Donald Trump has dirt, or about whom Donald Trump has compromising information, they better look out. And when I think of guys who may be in trouble once Donald Trump is indicted, I think of guys like Roger Stone, Mike Flynn, Steve Bannon. I think of guys like Rudy Giuliani, Kevin McCarthy, Lindsey Graham, and so many others. So in a very real sense, I do believe that once Donald Trump is indicted, we may see some real movement in the direction of accountability and of justice, for which we have waited forever. But I think we're moving in the right direction, friends. And we know that justice matters. So friends, I'll put a link to both my conversation with Dean Obeidallah and the HuffPost piece that picked up that conversation. I'll put links to both in the description of this video. And as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.